Alright, so may the 4th be with you all, and I'm going to be doing the review for the premiere of Star Wars Bad Batch. I'm probably going to do a season review because last time I tried to do episode reviews, no one really gave a shit, so I'm like, what's the point of putting in the effort, right? Anyway, so I'm just going to do the premiere and do an overall season review. Also, I'd like to point out that this will not be a spoiler review. This will in no way be a spoiler review, so you all can breathe a sigh, relax. There won't be any spoilers. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, right off the bat, I'm going to say that this is basically like playing a bingo card with Dave Filoni stuff in Star Wars. Because, no, really, like, it's a checklist. Like, not so much a bingo card, it's more like a checklist where it's like, okay, list of characters who have probably going to get plot armor. Check. Mysterious kid who has plot convenience as well as important to the plot and will eventually become a fan favorite. Check. No fear of characters dying because they'll be shoehorned into every fucking thing Dave Filoni does. Check. Yeah. So it's basically like it's getting old hat with Filoni, from Clone Wars to Rebels and now to this. It's literally like Dave Filoni just it's like watching Seth MacFarlane make another show. It's just Family Guy, but this. It's just Clone Wars, but this. Now, don't get me wrong, I do love Ahsoka, even though it took a while for that character to grow on me. I still have no shits to give about Ezra. Omega, we'll see. We'll see if I like her or not. But yeah. So far, he's one, for new character, and also the Bad Batch themselves I do enjoy. Also, hats off to I don't think D. Bradley Baker gets enough credit for being a voice actor. The dude is very talented, and of course he voiced all of the clones in Clone Wars, and now he's basically like 95% of the main cast in this show. It's not like where he's doing supporting roles as clones, and sometimes as main characters like Rex and Cody, but the fact that our main cast is literally just voiced by one guy he gives so much depth to every character. I absolutely love that. So again, major props to D. Bradley Baker once again. But here's another thing that bothers me about Filoni. And I swear to God, I do have good things to say about this show. I do. Just bear with me. I wanted to get the negative out real quick. The big thing with Filoni, for me at least, is that I feel like when he tries to interconnect everything, he goes overboard and sometimes oversteps other people's continuity. Like in here, we get a clear connection with Rebels, but it completely oversteps what happened in the novel, the in-canon novels, as well as the Greg Weisman in-canon comics with this character. You can probably guess who it is, but I will not spoil it for anyone who hasn't been able to watch the show yet. So I'm not going to... but you can guess. You got a pretty good idea of who it is from that. But yeah, how the events play out in the in-canon novels and comics, as well as other in-canon sources, and how it oversteps from that, is bothersome. I'm pretty sure a lot of Star Wars fans can agree that's going to bother. So that's really going to be a stick in the craw for a lot of fellow Star Wars fans. Same with another character. Well, this character I was expecting to show up, just not this early. Again, you can probably guess who this is. But then again, we saw... Okay, I'll spoil this one. We do see Saw Gerrera. I don't feel bad for spoiling this because they do show him in a trailer for Bad Batch, so that's not so much a spoiler. So, Gerrera does show up, which again, I'm cool with that because it would make sense, but what's weird is that it's so early. Also, this kind of... is a little... Also, the continuity of how they start bringing in clones from stormtroopers was covered a little bit in the Ahsoka novel, again, in canon, but they feel like they're changing that, and again, Filoni is God, and what's his name? The lore master on Lucasfilm. Is it Pablo Hidalgo? Is it Pablo Hidalgo? Or am I thinking of someone else? The lore master does nothing to stop him. Anyway, and I know I sound like I'm shitting on this show. I swear to God I'm not, because I do enjoy it. It's just that it's really hard to overlook because Filoni can be so predictable at this point. Like it's almost old hat right now. But I get it. Like, don't get me wrong. I am excited for this show. Like, I love the Dark Times era in Star Wars. So to have that we're doing really dark time stuff in here, we're going to see like the entire rise of the Empire from these clones' perspective. I really enjoy. Like, that's going to be fun. But I already know they're probably going to fuck with continuity that's been covered in the Tarkin novels, the Ahsoka novels, and probably everywhere else that's dealing with the rise of the Empire. Especially, then again, no, they're probably going to screw with the continuity we saw with, in the Vader comics that were like dark. That was the also Dark Times era as well. But yeah. I still enjoyed this. There was some great action. I love all the characters of Bad Batch. And again, hats off to D. Bradley Baker for an amazing voice cast. Because even though it's one guy voicing all these characters, Baker does such a phenomenal job of giving each character their own tone, their own mannerisms, their own voice. It's amazing. I'm surprised Bradley Baker isn't looked at the same level as like Frank Welker or like Peter Cullen or even Mel Blanc. I'd even go to say that he is very much like a Mel Blanc as well. So that I don't think D. Bradley Baker gets enough credit as a voice actor. Anyway, so again, action was solid. I'm loving this. I love very much the camera angles in these fights. And also, I never got to say this before with the Star Wars Final Season review, but Hunter's design is very much Rambo. I think we can all agree it's very Rambo inspired. I think we can all agree that it is very, very Rambo inspired. I think we can all collectively be like, yeah, that's Rambo. That's John Rambo design. I mean, yes, it is a clone, but the headband and even the facial structure is very Rambo design, and even how he conducts himself when he's the difference between a soldier and a person. It's very Rambo. He's it's very, and again, I wouldn't put it past Filoni because he loves those movie references in Star Wars, which again I understand because Star Wars is full of other movie references. Don't at me about it. I already know. I'm just saying I wouldn't put it past him and be like, yeah, Hunter's based off of Rambo. Anyway. So real quick about Omega. She's not annoying. She is not yet. Because again, Ahsoka started off annoying. It took a while to get there to like this character. Ezra, for me, never did shit for me, so I always, why couldn't Rebels have been about Kanan? I don't know, but yeah. So Omega, while I was not excited for Omega to be in here, because I thought, we don't need a kid. Why is a kid character here? I mean, I know Star Wars at its core is for kids, but, I was hoping this would be a little darker, and the clones were enough to be an ensemble cast. Why was a kid here? So time will tell if Omega is annoying or not. But I already know she's part of an integral character, so she's an integral plot. And a lot of people are saying that maybe she's a prototype Palpatine clone, which I'm still leaning towards Palpatine clone. But the other one that I'm leaning towards is a possibility that she might be Boba Fett's clone, another Fett clone of Jango. Reason why I say that is because of how well she pulls off a shot in here. And also the accent is very Polynesian. And again, that's kind of permeated through both, through Jango and Fett, obviously, because of the actor. So a part of me is maybe she's maybe she is a Jango clone that they wanted to, a new breed of soldier. But anyway, that's just me. I'm just kind of keeping that as the low one. She's probably a Palpatine clone. I'm just saying. Anyway. So all in all, not a bad start. It's just that I've seen Dave Filoni's work to be like, it's literally a checklist now, and it's not even funny. But anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of the Clone Wars, Star Wars Bad Batch premiere? Did you guys like it, hate it? Comment below, let me know. And once again, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.